Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. Are you tired of managing your data across multiple applications and platforms? Then this video is for you. In this video, we're going to discuss about top 5 automations for data management with Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect is an application that is going to help you streamline and ease your data management processes. And it is going to help us to save time and efforts. In this video, we are going to discuss about how you can manage your data, like you can create a record of your order details, payment details, form submissions or files in different data management applications, which is going to help you save your time. If you want to learn these amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to understand top 5 automations for data management with Pabbly Connect for your business. Pabbly Connect can help streamline, automate your data management processes, saving you time and effort. And in this video, we are going to explore these amazing automations that you can create with the help of Pabbly Connect without any coding or programming skills. So these automations can enhance your data management processes in your business, and it can boost your productivity. Okay, so we are going to be creating these automations with the help of Pabbly Connect, as I've already told you. So I've already browsed the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. As we're going to do that, Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. And on the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, you can see all the automation workflows that you have created. And in this video, we're going to discuss about the automations for data management with Pabbly Connect. And we're going to discuss about the top 5 amazing automations, okay? And for creating this automation, you need to create a workflow. For that, click on this button. As you're going to do that, a dialog box is going to appear, which is asking for the workflow name. You can give a name to your workflow according to your requirement. Select the folder and then click on Create to create the workflow. As we're going to discuss about the top 5 amazing automations, let's move on to our first workflow really quickly. This is the first workflow that we're going to discuss about, that is how to add new leads from Facebook lead ads to MySQL database. So, I'm a business owner and I'm promoting my business with the help of Facebook lead ads. So now whenever a new lead is generated, I want to manage the data of the new lead. For that, I'm inserting the data in my MySQL database. For that, we have created this amazing automation. So we're going to discuss about this amazing automation, okay? As we're going to create the automation, you can see there are 2 windows in front of you. One over here says trigger, other says action. Trigger and action are the 2 most important steps of our automation process, because the process depends on these 2 concepts. Over here, trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps, okay? We're going to discuss about the trigger and action step of this workflow. For the trigger application, I've selected it as Facebook leads, and for the trigger event as new lead instant, because whenever a new lead is going to be generated automatically instantly, Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. After connecting Facebook lead ads with Pabbly Connect, it is asking for us to select the page. The page is the Facebook page on which we are going to be running our Facebook lead ads. For that, select the page from the given options over here. And then for the lead gen form, select the lead gen form that you have created over here, with the help of which your leads are going to submit their details, okay? After that, as soon as you click on the Save and Send Test Request button, you're going to receive a response of the new lead being generated. So a response can be in a similar manner like this. For the first naming demo, last name as user, email as demo@pabblytudes.com. For the phone number, the mobile number, created time, and all the other details of the lead, okay? So this is the lead that is generated with the help of Facebook lead ads, has now been captured in our response right over here. As we have captured the response of the Facebook lead being generated, we have to create a record of this lead in our MySQL database. So we're going to discuss about our action step. For the action application, I've selected it as MySQL, and for the action event as insert row, as we're going to insert the row in our database, okay? Firstly, it is asking for the table name in which we are going to create a record of our Facebook lead. So I've created a table in the name of Facebook_lead. So I'm going to select the table right over over here, okay? It is asking for the name, email and the phone number. So these are the three fields that I've created in my MySQL database, in which I want to create a record of all my leads, okay? So it is asking for the name, email and the phone number. So I map the data for all these fields right over here. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we have inserted data from the previous step of this workflow. How mapping works is that as soon as you click on this field right over, you can see it says Facebook lead adds new lead instant. This was the previous step of this workflow. As I'm going to click on it, you can see this was the same response that was captured in a previous step. As it is asking for the name, I map the data of the first name and the last name like this, okay? I'm going to erase this part. As I map the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the data right away in place of this map data is going to be updated, okay? Next, it is asking for the email and phone number. I map the data for all these details from my previous response. As I'm going to click on save and send test request button, over here you're going to receive a response. For the status, it's going to say as success, and for the data inserted as 3, because the 3 of the data are successfully inserted in our database, okay? So as the status is coming as success, this means that whenever a new lead is going to be generated by any of our customers using Facebook lead ads, automatically and instantly the record of that lead is going to be created in my MySQL database. So this was the first amazing automation that you can create for managing your data, okay? Let's move on to our next one. It is add Razorpay payment details in MySQL. So I am an owner of a business and I collect the payment from my customers using Razorpay. I want to create a record of the payment being done by my customers from Razorpay in my MySQL database so that I can manage the data according to my requirement, okay? For that, I've created this amazing automation between Razorpay and MySQL. We're going to discuss about it. For the trigger application, I've taken it as Razorpay, trigger event as payment captured, so that whenever a payment is going to be done, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. To connect Razorpay to Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Follow the steps given here below in the help desk to connect this URL with Razorpay so that it can create a bridge between Razorpay and Pabbly Connect, okay? After connecting, you're going to capture a response like this whenever a payment is going to be done by your customers in your workflow right over here. We're going to see this response for the first name of the customer being test, last name user, for a phone number, dummy mobile number. You're going to receive an order ID. Email as testuser@pabblytools.com. The purchase was done for the course, that is automation and AI ebook right over here. Method was selected as card, the ID of the payment right over here, and all the other details of the payment that was done. The amount is 99900. So in Razorpay, when you're going to receive the response, you're going to receive the amount with 2 extra zeros right over here. So to remove these 2 zeros from our response, we have added an amazing feature by Pabbly Connect, that is number formatter by Pabbly. Number formatter by Pabbly helps us to format the number according to our requirement. For the action event, we have selected as perform math and operation, and then as we have connected it, it is asking for the numbers that we have to do the formatting of. For the number, I map the data of the amount that we have received, that is 99900, and as I want to remove these 2 zeros, I've written it as comma 100. As for the operation, it says for the example, if you want to divide 100 by 200 or add 200 by 200 or multiply or subtract, you have to write it as comma 200. You can see 100 plus 200, you should write it as 100 comma 200. As I want to divide this 99900 by 100, I've written it as 99900 comma 100, okay? And then for the comma, you have to select the operation. So you have to select the operation right over here with your requirement. I'm going to select as divide because I want to remove these 2 zeros. And as we're going to click on save and send test request, we're going to receive a response, and for the result, we have received the amount as 999 that was done by our customer as the payment. So now as we have received the result, we are going to create a record of our payment being done in our MySQL database. Firstly, it is asking for us to select the table. For the table, you need to select the table that you have created. Next, it is asking for the first name, last name, payment ID, phone number, amount, email and product. I map the data of all the required fields in my database. You can see right over here, okay? And as I'm going to click on the save and send test request button, you can see over here we've received the status, and the status is coming as success. So as now the status is coming as success, this means that whenever a new payment is going to be done by any of our customers using Razorpay, automatically with the help of Pabbly Connect, a record is going to be created in my MySQL database, okay? So whenever any payment is going to be done, you can create a record of that payment in your MySQL database, okay? So this is how you're going to manage the database for the payments being done. Let's move on to our next one, that is how to add new WooCommerce order details in Microsoft Excel. So now I'm an e-commerce business owner, okay? And I'm managing the sales of my business with the help of WooCommerce. So here what I want is whenever a new order is going to be created by any of my customers using WooCommerce, automatically I want to create a record of that order in my Microsoft Excel to manage my data, okay? So let us discuss about this amazing automation. For the trigger application, I've selected it as WooCommerce, trigger event as new order created. With the help of webhook URL, you have connected WooCommerce with Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below. And as you're going to receive a response of the new order being created, the response is going to be similar to this one right over here. You're going to receive the order ID, status as processing, currency as INR. And over here, you're going to receive the other details like the name of our customer being Test, last name as Dummy, address as house number 145, address 2 as Kamlanagar, Bhopal, MP, 462021, country as India, email as demo@pabblytools.com for the phone number, dummy mobile number, and all the other details of the order being created you can see right over here. So as we have captured the response, the trigger setup is done. Whenever a new order is going to be created, it will be captured in a trigger setup right over here, okay? And now we're going to set up our action step. As we want to create a record of the order being created in our Microsoft Excel, we're going to set up our action step. For the action application as Microsoft Excel, action event as add rows to worksheet my drive / site in items, okay? So this is the action event right over here. For the workbook, I've selected the workbook which I've created worksheet as sheet 1 because the sheet 1 is the sheet in which I want to create a record of my order being placed. For the column A, that is the order ID, I mapped the data of the order ID, status as processing, I mapped it, date and time, I mapped the data of the date and time, customer name, that is first name and last name, I've mapped it, email as the email, I've mapped it. For the phone number, product name and the total amount, I've mapped all the data right over here, okay? And as I'm going to click on save and send test request button, you're going to receive this response like this, which is a positive response that shows us the record of the new order being created is successfully created in our Microsoft Excel workbook. So now, whenever a new order is going to be created by any of our customers using WooCommerce, automatically the record of that order is going to be created in our Microsoft Excel so that we can manage our order details data, okay? So this is how you create this amazing automation between WooCommerce and Microsoft Excel. Now let's move on to our next automation, that is sync Google Drive files with Notion automatically. So now as a business owner, I've created a folder in my Google Drive, okay? And in that folder, in that specific folder, I want that as soon as I'm going to upload any image, any important image or file, automatically a record of all those images and files should be created in my Notion database as an item so that I can manage my data in future according to my requirement, okay? For that, I've created this amazing automation between Google Drive and Notion. Let us discuss about it. For the trigger application, I've selected it as Google Drive, and for the trigger event as new file in specific folder, so that we're going to upload any new file in the specific folder, then only Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. And as then we're going to connect Google Drive and Pabbly Connect. Over here it is asking for us to select the subfolder and the folder. So I've selected the subfolder and the folder right over here because as we have taken our trigger event as new file in specific folder, so this is the specific folder and the subfolder that we have selected right over here, okay? So now as we are going to click on the save and send test request button, over here we're going to receive a response. So this is the similar response that you're going to receive, okay? And in the response, we have received the content link you can see right over here and all the other details of the file being uploaded in our specific folder, and this file is shareable to anyone. That is why it says anyone with the link, okay? So now as we have received the response of the file being uploaded in our Google Drive folder, I want to create a record of this file in my Notion database as an item. For that, I've set up my action steps. So let us discuss about it. For the action application, I've selected it as Notion, and for the action event as create database item. As in my Notion, I've created a database and I want to create an item in my database whenever a new file is going to be uploaded in my Google Drive folder, okay? Firstly, it is asking for us to select a database. So you need to select a database in which you want to create an item, okay? Next, it is asking for the file link and the file name. I've created these two fields in my database and I want to create an item for the file link and the file name, and that is why I've mapped the data of the file link as well as the file name in place of these fields. Next, over here it is asking for the content. As I don't require the field, so I'm going to skip the part, okay? After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. As I'm going to do that, you can see we have received the response, and the response that we have received is a positive response. So this means that whenever a new file is now going to be uploaded in a specific folder in my Google Drive, automatically an item is going to be created of that same file in my Notion database, okay? So this is how you create this amazing automation between Google Drive and Notion with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now let us discuss about our last automation of this workflow, that is how to add Elementor form responses in MS Excel. So I am an owner of a business and I've created a form using Elementor with the help of which I'm collecting my customers' details. I want that whenever any of my customers are going to fill the form that I've created using Elementor, automatically a record of that form submission should be created in my Microsoft Excel worksheet. For that, I've created this amazing automation between Elementor and Microsoft Excel with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now let us discuss about this amazing automation. For the trigger application, I've selected it as Elementor, for the trigger event as new form submission. Then to connect Elementor to Pabbly Connect, you have to use this webhook URL by following the steps here below. You can connect Elementor to Pabbly Connect so that whenever a new form submission is going to be done by any of our customers using Elementor, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. So you're going to receive a response like in this manner right over here. For the name, it came as demo name. For the phone number, demo mobile number, message as test message, and email as demo@pabblytudes.com and all the other details. So this means that Elementor is now successfully connected to Pabbly Connect so that whenever a new form submission is going to be done by any of our customers, automatically Pabbly Connect is now going to capture the response of the new form submission being done. So now let us set up our action step. For the action application, I've selected it as Microsoft Excel, and for the action event, I'm going to select it as add row to worksheet. Okay. After selecting the action application and the event, you can see firstly it is asking for us to select a workbook. So you need to select a workbook right over here. I've created it as Elementor form submissions. And for the worksheet, you need to select a specific sheet in which you want to create a record of the new form submission being done. I've created 4 columns: column A, column B, column C, and column D, that is name, email, phone number, and the message. I mapped the data for all the details right over here, and as I'm going to click on the save and send test request button, we are going to receive a response in the similar manner, which is a positive response. This means that the record of the new form submission done by our customers is now successfully created in our Microsoft Excel to manage all our customers' data. So these were some amazing top 5 automations you can create with Pabbly Connect for managing the data of your business. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video. Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.